Hello guys, this is my first video. My name is Daniel. I'm currently living in Brisbane, Australia, but I am from New Zealand. I was born in Greymouth and I was raised in Hokitika. They are places that are down south, in the South Island. I'm basically making this channel and these videos just to express my life experiences. I am going through quite a lot at the moment, and people wouldn't necessarily understand it because it's not something that is quite normal. So that's why I feel like I'd like to talk about it and express it, get it off my chest instead of having it all pent up inside. Basically, I've been on a journey for my life so far. I'm 22 now, and it has changed a lot over the years. My childhood, was quite, it had its good times and its bad times. It wasn't as hard as some people, but it was still hard for someone like me to try to come up out of that. A lot of family issues and just a lot of things that really affected me and my development as a person, as a young man. No real fatherly support. My mother used to be there for me the most. My sister used to pick on me a lot, and my brother, well, he used to sort of be okay. He was my brother, and I still love him, and he's doing well now, so I don't judge him at all. Because I believe that my life has given me knowledge that I can share with everybody else, and my experiences, and that's why I want to create this channel, because despite my childhood, I started to grow up, and I had a lot of illusion. I won't lie, I had a lot of illusion in my life. I wanted to be something else and act a certain way, and I really just escape reality, and I still have that now, where I just would rather escape reality than face it head on, but I know that through expression, that is a good way to get it off your chest and really express it properly. So as I'd grown up, maybe age 10 onwards, it wasn't all bad. It was more the internal struggle for me. There were a lot of unsolved issues in my childhood, a lot of things that I'd never actually faced and solved properly or confronted. So in turn, I just ended up being a bit foolish, running away. There was a time there when I could have played sport, but I didn't choose to play sport. I just chose to not play it because there was family stuff, and we were moving somewhere else soon anyway, and I just didn't have a passion for it. I didn't have a driving force that really wanted to push me in that direction, so I didn't pursue it. And so at that time I was living in Hawke's Bay. Before then I had left Hokitika, which is where I said I was from, because of family disputes. My father and my mother weren't getting along, so I'd left Hokitika, and then I'd moved up north to Hawke's Bay to meet my mother's family. And that wasn't actually a bad experience, but it was an internal struggle because I didn't get to be around sides of myself that I needed to know in order to grow. So we had moved, and then while we were in Hawke's Bay, we decided to go back to Christchurch, which is where another side of my mother's family is. So we lived in Christchurch, and I'd got to Christchurch and I just didn't know anyone again. I was disconnected, I was just out of synchronicity with reality of life. So I did end up making friends. I had enemies too. I used to get picked on, bullied somewhat. I used to go through those types of issues because I wanted to be a dancer and a singer, and that was a hard route to take, because I had people that believed in me, but then I had people that didn't. Like for instance, I was going to do a b-boy class and learn how to do b-boy, and then that was stopped because of an earthquake that happened in Christchurch, and our b-boy studio was underground. And then my b-boy tutor found love and had a family, and other things happened. So I'd studied in Christchurch, I'd done a youth course, and then I'd end up doing a sports course, and then I've graduated that. I got a level 3 in sports nutrition and health. I was proud at that moment, but I still had no direction. So I came to Australia. Dad offered my mother, and I was with my mother at the time, and I felt like I could help my mother, and then I felt like I could help myself. So I said, well, we'll embark on this journey. I'll help my mother, and then I'll help myself. And it wasn't exactly what I expected it would be. I'm in Australia now. I have had jobs, I have met people, I have had girlfriends and things, but it still hasn't worked. And I'm still disengaged to this day, trying to find my way. But there's other issues that get in my way, which I will talk about in other videos in the future. But just those internal battles and struggles that I've gone through trying to live my life, and getting other obstacles coming up every time that I experience certain things change. And I've changed. I've had stages of immaturity, I've had stages of stupidity, but that is not one of these stages now. I'm at a stage now where I want to talk, I want to try and develop my skills. I believe I can talk to people and make a difference and make a change. I just want a platform to start, and this is it for me. So sorry if that was a bit of a rush story of my life. There's probably a lot more that I didn't tell you, but if you ever want to hear more, you just have to let me know. I will be uploading randomly at any time. So yeah, just tune in, and there'll be other issues that we'll talk on. Okay, thanks.